Alright, as you guys can see, I finally sold my Mustang, and today I'm just gonna jump right into it, but I'm gonna do a voiceover of the video because apparently my mic wanted to stop working while filming this video, and I actually filmed another video and I didn't know my mic stopped working. So the whole video is lost its sound except for one clip, and then the next video that I shot for the next day, it also lost its sound, so I'm gonna try to find something for that. But I'm just getting into it. As you can see right here, actually, let me start back before. So the guy who's buying my car is coming from Iowa, 5 hours away. So we negotiated through Facebook or whatever, and I told him everything that was with the car, how it was running, everything was good. And then we already negotiated from there. So this guy's on his way, and as you can see right now, I'm at the discount tire, and I took off my wheels, and I put on these stock GT wheels that I bought a few days ago. And the tires in these things were like not inflated at all, so at least the rear tires, so I had to fill the rear tires up, and that's what I'm doing right now. In this clip here, there's the only clip that has sound, so I'm gonna just let this clip play and then let you guys enjoy, I guess, the only clip that has sound, because I unplugged the mic in this one, and then every other clip that I recorded, I plugged the mic back in, and the mic was not working somehow. I don't know why. Alright, back here at my job, and I got the wheels back on, the stock GT wheels. Not looking too bad, not looking too bad. Looking alright, but I gotta get I got the YouTube stickers here. I already took one off right here. Gotta get my Instagram off right here with some of this adhesive. And okay, that's not even coming out. Alright, that right there, and I'm gonna get that off there, and that'll be here about like an hour. So catch you guys when he gets here. Alright, so now we jump into the car. I speeded the video up here a little bit. I'm taking my tuner out because I had the SET X4 tuner, and I took the throttle body out as well. And I'm gonna keep the tuner. I'm not selling it with the guy, to the guy. So I'm just detuning the car, returning the car back to stock. And this is just the operation here, but we're just gonna skip over this right now. But that's what I had to do. And then when I was also doing this, I was cleaning out the car and everything, getting it all clean and just making it look good. And yeah, okay, so after that, my buddy Angel shows up because, you know, I needed a partner in hand, and he shows up with salt all over his car. As you can see, his car is 2 different colors. Salt all over the bottom, and then you just got black all over the top. But Angel, yeah, I appreciate Angel for helping me out with the negotiation and coming up, be by my side, whatever, when I'm selling the car to this guy. But yeah, Angel just came to help me out, and we're just gonna head over to the spot right about now. The guy was actually supposed to meet me at my job, but he put in the wrong address, and we had to drive over to another location, which is right here. So I'm about to come up to the guy, and then we're just gonna get to negotiating and everything. This guy is actually pretty cool. He actually is very knowledgeable about cars, knows a lot more about me, so he actually knew what he was talking about and knew the things that he was gonna do with the car. And I'm pretty glad that he knows, you know, everything about this car, because if you sell a car to someone who doesn't know a lot, then you never know what's gonna go wrong with it or whatever. But this guy knows a lot. He brought a couple of buddies with him, and he was a pretty cool guy overall, and his buddies as well. So yeah, we met up with the guy and whatnot. You know, we popped the hood, and he's just gonna check over and see if everything is running right, see if he hears any sounds, see if anything's leaking, see if everything's just intact and everything. You know, the necessitable things that you need to do when you look at a car that you're gonna buy. So he's just looking over the engine, making sure everything is intact and everything. You know, I help him out with a light and whatnot. And right now I'm telling them what I got on the car. I put the drilled and slotted rotors on there, and I told them that I spray painted the brake calipers, and also that it is on the SR Performance coilovers as well. One other thing, that when he was gonna close the hood, I forgot to mention to him that the negative power terminal was kind of loose on the battery. So I just let him know, because sometimes I experienced like when I go to get in my car, the car would not show any sign of life in it, and I just popped the hood and it showed that, you know, my negative terminal was off and it was loose. So just let him know that it gets loose sometimes if you hit a big bump or whatever, or if he floors the car a lot, and that terminal will come loose. Not to panic, because, you know, the car didn't break on him, it's just the terminal just came loose, and he was all right with that. He understood that, but that wasn't really a big problem with the car. And it barely happened a lot, but it's just something that might happen once in a while that you might tweak about, since your car might just die all of a sudden, you don't know. But now, also one other thing about the car, when I did put it on these SR Performance coilovers, when the car was on stock height with the stock suspension, it wasn't making any noises at all, no exhaust was scraping at all. But then when I put the coilovers on here, I'm just mentioning to the guy that if he floors the car a lot, if he floors the car, or if he has a lot of weight in the car will scrape to the ground just a little bit, and he's gonna hear the exhaust scrape on the bottom of the car. So I'm just letting him know that. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where he's seen everything on the car. He looked under the hood, he looked under the car, just checking the car out. The car is pretty clean, this and that. And now he's about to get ready to go for a ride in the car. I give him the keys. He, you know, hands the keys over to his buddy, and well, not my keys, but his car keys. And then he hops in. Then I hops in the passenger seat, and we're gonna go take the car for a ride. All right, so I'm in the passenger seat, and he's driving the car pretty smooth. He didn't stall or anything, obviously because he knows a lot about cars and he's driven a stick car before. But we're just talking and everything, becoming friends and whatnot, and talking about all this other stuff. And he's telling me about his plans with the car. He said he's planning on turbo swapping the car and probably doing an engine rebuild and everything, and just turning the car around, flipping it around in every other mechanical way that I don't know about. I'm not too knowledgeable about, you know, like swapping engines and putting in turbos and superchargers and all that, but this guy does. And this guy was telling me that he's probably going to do one of those things, and most likely he's going to do it because I told him to send me updates and everything, and he's actually sent me some updates that he's already did to the car. It's only been a few days. He's already changed some things in the car. I'll probably put that in the video, in the upcoming videos, when he's like nearly done with the car or something like that. But yeah, he's just taking the car for a test drive. You know, he hears a noise that I talk about when the car was scraping and everything against the exhaust when he floors it a little bit, but that was totally fine. And he actually floors it right here and gets a little bit sideways with it. After he said that, oh, I'm not gonna get sideways or anything, but it was alright though. It's cool because it was basically his car anyways, and I got sideways a little bit in the car sometimes here and there. But other than that, he was just gonna feel for the car. The car was driving great, and I'm pretty sure he was liking it and digging it. So yeah. Okay, so now back over to the spot. Just got done with the test drive, and then I handed the camera over to my buddy Angel, and now we have the title in hand. We got some papers. This guy was actually writing me a check. I was pretty sketched out a little bit because I honestly shouldn't have done it, accepting the check when this guy lived in Iowa or whatever. And since I was giving him the title, that could have been a huge mistake, but the guy was pretty cool and he's pretty trustworthy. So I ended up accepting the check and signing the title and everything, and that's what we're doing right here. And we got the bill of sale and everything. We took some other steps down because this guy's done it a lot, and I was pretty familiar with the process and what needed to be happening if we were going to do a check and something like this, if the guy was all the way from Iowa, which is 5 hours away from where I live. But yeah, we're just talking everything. Then you got Angel over here, you know, taking a little overview of the car. The car is looking so clean, and I just gave it a wash. And then obviously Angel had to flip the camera over to his salty ass car. I don't know why. He did it a couple of times in the video, but somehow Angel flipped the camera upside down, and the footage was actually upside down, so I'm not gonna use that. I shook hands with the guy, signed the title, signed everything else. I got his info about everything if anything went wrong, and yeah, that was just the negotiation of the car. And now the car is in his hands, and at this point I just, you know, see my Mustang just go away, and he's just driving off, and that was the end of the deal. So I finally sold my Mustang after about a month of having it up for sale. I had to take some things off of it to lower the price. There were so many people who were messaging me every day about the Mustang, so many lowballers, so many people offering stupid trades and everything, and it was just ridiculous. So I just had to take the wheels off and take the tuner around, take the throttle body out to lower the price. Basically turn the car back to stock so I can put it at a reasonable price. And this guy saw that it was a very reasonable price, and he came to pick it up ASAP. He messaged me in one day, came and pick it up in the same day after a few hours of negotiating, and boom, that was that. I mean, I would say, like, I bought my Mustang 8 months ago, and it was completely stock. I spent so much money into my Mustang in about 2 to 3 months, probably about $5,000 maybe, and all the exterior mods on the car. I do actually have in a video, I might put it at the end of this video, about everything that I put on the car and the cost of the car. But obviously I can't get the full price back from the car. I got a reasonable price back, but other than that, the reason I'm selling the car is because the mileage on it, and I'm not too knowledgeable about putting, you know, a supercharger or anything that I would want to put on there, because I want more speed with the car and everything. But this guy knows a lot, so it's pretty good that he's gonna flip it around, and if he breaks it, he's gonna fix it. It's not gonna be any problem towards me. I'm not too knowledgeable, like I said, and it would take me like some time to learn these things with doing all these other stuff with the engine. So I'm gonna have to buy a car with some more horsepower, higher horsepower and lower miles. And in the spring, that's when I'll show you guys what I'll get. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to sell the car. I really wanted to sell the car so fast because with the next plan that I want to get, I'm not going to be able to save money and everything with the car. I traveled a lot with the car, with the Mustang when I had it. I traveled like back and forth, so many miles a day, probably about like 50 to 80 miles a day at least, going to school, going to work, and going all the way back home. But I wasn't too fazed about selling the car. It was a nice car. I get a lot of compliments everywhere. So many people were telling me not to sell the car. I know you guys are going to be bummed that I sold the car, but we're at a low amount of subscribers to where the point where a lot of you guys won't be mad at me. But with the next decision that I'm going to make, it is going to be worth it, and I just can't wait for it. I actually want to buy the car that I'm thinking of right now, and it's only been less than a week since I sold my car because I drove my Mustang every single day, and I already want to get back in one, but I gotta be patient and I gotta wait till next spring. So I can't wait till next spring to show you guys what I'm gonna get. As of for right now, I'm just gonna get a little small daily to stack my money and everything, build some money so I can get what I want for next spring. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, I probably left some things out in the video. It's my first like voiceover that I'm doing, so I mean, if it looked weird or sounded weird or anything, then just let it be because it's my first one. But other than that, I just can't wait for next spring. Any questions, let me know. Drop the comments down below. I will answer anything that I missed that you guys were confused on or anything. But my Mustang is gone now, and we're just gonna stack my money and we're gonna wait till next spring. But the video is gonna keep going. We got car meets and everything coming. The next video that I lost the sound, so I'm gonna have to make a little edit of that as well. I don't know what's wrong with my mic. Actually, it's like right here. I don't know what happened to it, but I was pretty pissed off and bummed out that I have 2 videos that I just lost and I wasn't able to get them up in a week. That'll do it for the video, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, because I'm telling you, this is only the beginning. We're in the winter season now. Wait till spring, till everything is gonna get going and everything. Man, I just can't wait. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Stay in tune with the channel. But other than that, we going.